Hello beautiful people, it's your girl Jine and it's Jine Signature. So welcome you all for my tutorial today. Today we're going just making an A-line skirt with a front slit. So it's quite easy. So we're going to be doing like a slash and spread method. This is another method. I already have another method on the channel, but I just decided to go ahead and do this. So you're going to be folding your fabric, but before folding your fabric, kindly use a paper here to lessen the wastage of fabric. So I'm gonna have to take my hip measurement, my knee measurement, and then the full length of the skirt, and of course the waistline. So I came down by half an inch from the topmost part of the paper. So now the next thing to do now is to just go ahead and divide the waist measurement by 4, and then you add your dart and then your sewing allowances. Then you come to the hip side, you divide your hip by 4, and then you add your sewing allowances as well. So you can see that it's not actually a skirt, it's a gown, but you can make a skirt out of that before joining it to become a gown. So the main emphasis of this tutorial is just going to be on the lower part of the skirt, that is the A-line part with a slit. So on my hip line, I measured it out, and then I'm connecting it like so. So I took my hip measurements down to the length of the gown. So on the waistline, I came in by half an inch just to make our skirts fitted around the waist area. I don't want it to be bulgy. And so I'll go ahead and then cut this out. So remember, or bear it in mind, that this is the front part of the skirt. So cut it out like a pencil kind of skirt. So just go ahead and draft your basic skirt, but you're just going to be making it longer than the usual. So for the dart, I divided the nipple to nipple measurement by 2, and then I connected it from the hip measurement, and then went up from the hip measurement by about 3 inches, and then I connected my darts. So for this lower part, we're going to be coming to the knee part. But before then, I want to transfer this on my paper again to cut out the back piece before I'm going to be doing any alterations. So let me just place on it and then go ahead and cut out for my back piece. So for the back part, all you need to do now is to add your zipper allowance. If you want to contour your hip, you can go ahead and do that. You measure 1 inch on your waistline. By the hip side, you can measure 2 inches, and then on the knee side, you can measure 1.5 inches, like those, so that your butt is going to be having space to sit very well. And then at the lower part, you just add 1 inch all the way down. So most times this contouring of the hip is made for people with big butts. If you are a lepa or is a tiny person, I don't really see the essence of doing butt contour, because your hip is not big. So boys, if your hip is big, that's when you need to contour your hip so that you feel comfortable in your clothes. So now I'll go ahead to cut this back piece out like this. So just follow all the things, and then you're going to be getting exactly what I did. So, and then I'll cut out the excesses at the back like that. So you can see that for this one, I just did a little bit of a contour. Not that my client had a big butt, but truth be told, the measurement for this particular dress was not done by me. It was sent via phone. So I don't know what the person there did, so I can't trust that. So that is why I decided to go for this method. If I had been the one that measured the person personally, I won't be contouring the hip. So now this is the back piece. So I just want to rule out my hip measurement and the knee part. But those are the most strategic places that we need for this tutorial for today. So let me set aside the back part and then come back to the front piece. So that is the knee part. So the next thing to do is to get the midpoint of that part, and then getting the midpoint, I'll rule it all the way down, like demarcating it and creating it like, let it be into 2 equal halves. So I'll rule that line to meet the knee point like so. So the next thing to do now, let me highlight the knee line properly. Yeah. So the next thing to do now is to go ahead and slit this open and then cut it towards the side, yes, of the side like that. So this is how you're going to be opening it. So you're going to be opening it as wide as you want it to be. Don't worry, I'll be showing you later. So now for the back part, we're going to be doing pretty much the same thing. You get the midpoint like this. You get the midpoint. And then you get the midpoint. And then you connect all those points together. Just take it all the way up like that. And then you're going to be slitting it open like I did for the front. The only difference for the front is the back is that you're going to be slitting both sides. For the back, you slit it like this because you want a larger volume of fabric for the front. I believe you understand me. You can do like that for the front as well if you have enough fabric to play around with. Yeah. But because I have a restricted number of fabric to use, so I just have to caution myself. So I open this up and I open it up about 10 inches in width like that. So that is how I'm going to be cutting it out. So let me just use pins to hold this down. So that it will not shift. So I'll go ahead and cut this out. So if you've watched up to this level, please don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and don't forget to share. Thank you. So now for this salvage part edge, all you need to do is to just cut out the plain lace, cut out some excesses, you know. I don't know if you understand what I did there, and then you join it back so that the salvage parts will not remove. It will still be there. So you can see how beautiful the A-line skirt looks like. So this is the front part. So I'll go ahead and place my fabric on fold again to cut out the back piece. So you just need to be careful when placing this. So for the back, I'll be checking the distance between the two that I did. So I have more than enough for the back, which is okay. So I'll just go ahead and pin it down as well. So like I did in the front, I'll just go ahead and then cut it out. So just go ahead and cut it out like this. So just take your time and then you cut it out like this. So you can see the back piece. So the same thing I did for the salvage part at the front is what I'll be repeating here for the back. So you just cut out the excesses there and then lift up your salvage part to meet that point like so. So this is what we have already now. So I'll go ahead and cut out my lining, and I cut out my crepe fabric and I laminated it so it has an underlay right now. So you can see this is the front part. So the next thing for me to do now is to show you how you're going to be getting your slit for the front. So depending on the side where you want your slit to be, either on the left or on the right side, that is entirely dependent on what you want. So I'll be using my darts to get that. So from the dart line, because I've already done my darts, I'm going to be rolling a straight line down to the length of the skirt. Just take your ruler and then roll it out straight. So having done that, the next thing to do now is to get how high you want your slit to be. So depending on how high you want it, but normally between 20 inches is okay. 19-20 inches from the full length to where your knee is more than okay for a slit, a reasonable slit, yeah. So I'll just go in by half an inch, and then I'll connect it on both sides down like so. So I'll go ahead and cut it out. So you can see that it's very super easy. So you can see we've already created our slits. So if you want it to go higher, all you need to do is to just go up and then cut it out like so, and then it will go higher. So the next thing to do now is to just get my bias and then use it to clean it out like so. So let me just get my bias. Just use probably a matching bias to do that, and then you're good to go. So all you need to do is just to do that, and then your skirt is super ready. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Yeah, thank you all, and God bless you. See you on my next tutorial. Ciao.